Good morning, everyone. How are you? I am Nancy Ortinau with Cooking with Nancy O and my sidekick, Rick. He is going to help us make some protein pancakes today. I'm very excited to be sharing with you how you guys can stay healthy during these busy holidays. Everybody's going to be running around. The Food Fest started actually on Halloween. You could probably consider the Food Fest starting with all that candy. And there's so many simple ways that you can get good nutrition in your body so you don't feel run down, support your immune system, and just feel better. So when you do have a cheat day, it's not like you're blowing the whole diet. So I have some pictures for you for a couple tower gardens. We planted our tower gardens about 4 weeks ago, did we decide? And the growth on them has been so wonderful. My friend Manny has his tower garden going and it looks fantastic. Actually, he is the guy behind the pictures here with Catman Marketing. And he's so excited. He has a bunny that has enjoyed some of those greens. So if you have a bunny rabbit that loves greens, give them high nutrition also. So the growth on the tower gardens is great. We're growing inside right now. Ours happened to be in our basement. Manny's is in his laundry room. So this works out really well. We go downstairs, we check on it. We were gone last weekend visiting our grandkids and we came back and it was like, holy cow, look at this growth. So that's how fast it takes off. So today I'm going to cover how you can incorporate those vegetables into some protein shakes. And that way you're getting really intense nutrition because you're pulling right off of a tower. We actually, when we harvested our towers from outside, had a bunch of greens that we put in the freezer. So I am going to start with, let me move these aside. These are from our tower, like the kale. We have chard here, lettuce. You can do broccoli. Guys, this is my leftover vegetables from Thanksgiving. We have snow peas. We have peppers in there, cucumbers. All these can be grown on the tower. These are left from Thanksgiving, and we sent a bunch. We made a huge turkey plate, made our vegetables look like a turkey, and everybody was grabbing vegetables to take home because they tasted so good. Now we don't want the rest to go to waste. So we're going to start incorporating them in our smoothies here. So I want to talk about our smoothies a little bit. These are from Juice Plus. They're called Complete by Juice Plus. I have finally found a smoothie mix that I absolutely love. I have struggled all my life trying to find smoothie mixes. I really like this for on the go. It's just as simple as putting milk or water into your blender, adding the smoothie mix. But you can add other ingredients to it also. So the big thing that I want to talk about this is it is completely plant-based. So there's plant-based nutrition for fitness and performance. So if you have a child that is doing mega sports this time of year, because you know everybody's involved in this tournament, that tournament, and just adding that to all of our Christmas stress, these are great snacks for those kids. Also for you, for hanging in there watching them all. They're made without GMO ingredients and they are gluten-free. So all that is a big plus. You can eat them on the go. I like putting mine in the blender. I feel like they blend faster. I actually have a very large shake container I put them in. I add ice to them and I sip on them for about 2 hours. I'm not one to down my shakes right away because I just keep them going. Inside of this, I'm going to grab this piece of paper because it's not your average shake. You have alfalfa sprouts in here, chickpea powder, water washed soy, amaranth, millet, quinoa, radish sprouts, broccoli sprouts, pea protein, and rice protein. You cannot get a more highly nutritious protein mix. You know what the big deal is about this? It has a food label. You're not going to get any ingredients in here that are mystery ingredients. We have the certification with the food label on it, so everything is fantastic about this product. So now I'm going to show you, I know what I want to tell you. Where's my bowl? Remember a couple weeks ago, I saved these ridiculous little ribs on the kale. I cut the leaves off to make a kale quinoa salad. and I threw these in the freezer. This is going to be added to my smoothie mix because kale is such a great, oh, I threw one on the ground. Kale is such a great source for like preventing cancer. And you know, we all do not want to go down that road if you know anybody that's ever gone down that road. So I actually have my blender sitting here.
It's double washed.
Now it's double washed?
Yep.
Oh, Rick is getting to be a smart aleck here. We're going to pull the blender over. You want to slide that over for me? I'm going to actually just throw in some of this kale. It's good and cold. Now, the other thing I have here, this is celery we grew on the tower. I did not want it to go to waste because we had so much. I threw it in the freezer. So I'm going to throw some celery in my smoothie. I think that's enough for that one. You can add berries if you'd like. I keep frozen blueberries in my freezer, frozen bananas. A frozen banana in there is a great way if your bananas are turning brown. Peel them, stick them in a Ziploc bag, freeze them, and then they're ready to go into your smoothie. So what I have here is a cup of milk. You can use water. A lot of people use almond milk. And then we're going to add a scoop of our protein mix. So the protein comes in bags like this in bulk, or you can get individual ones. We have a Dutch chocolate and a French vanilla. They make it very, very convenient. And we're just going to throw a scoop in there. Now, normally I throw some ice in there, but we have kale in there. We don't have our chard in there. So I'm going to throw some pieces of chard in because this will cover up those tastes of the vegetables you don't like. And you already have a slew of vegetables in there from the mix. And so how great is that? Rick has a very favorite ingredient he adds, and he likes peanut butter in his chocolate shakes. So I'm just going to add a little bit of sugar-free peanut butter in there. So you see how this shake is growing with lots and lots of nutrition? Okay, Rick, do we have everything in there we want to put in?
Yep, unless you want it.
Nope, let's go for it.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna. Sorry, I didn't forewarn you. We're gonna mix it up. That's all there is to it, guys. Now, normally I would throw ice in there to make it a little thicker, but that would be really noisy this morning. I'm gonna hand that to you. Look how fast you can mix up a shake on the go. You can make this and fly out the door, drink it on your way to work, put it in a shaker bottle with a straw. You don't even have to pick it up. I love the peanut butter in there. I'm not going to lie. Chocolate and peanut butter. Here you go. You want to taste?
Sure.
So Rick's favorite is banana, chocolate, and peanut butter. But I told him he could drink it like that, but he has to add some greens to it. So he also adds kale because we grow a ton of kale because it's such a superfood. What do you think? It's
good.
It is so good. How about a little touch of cinnamon, guys? Wouldn't that be great? So another recipe that I did, I'm not going to demo it today, but I did use our vanilla one, and I had an apple that just wasn't looking the best. So I cut the apple up and put it in my shake, and I used some apple pie seasoning in it. And boy, was that a delicious apple pie shake. So this product is so versatile because you can also make pancakes and pudding. And I'm going to start incorporating some of that each week into our recipes along with our other ones because I feel like there's so much power in these shakes. The next thing we're going to try are chocolate banana protein pancakes. We seem to be doing all chocolate today. So let's leave that here. We have some, we took 2 bananas out of our freezer because we freeze the bananas like when we label the bag, 2 bananas, 3 bananas, and this recipe called for 2 bananas. So what a great idea. We're gonna mix this up, and while Rick is cooking it on the stove, I'm gonna cover a whole nother item you can make and actually serve at your Christmas meals or take them as cookies and things like that. I think we're done with those vegetables, babe. I know what we forgot to throw in there. I even put my broccoli in the freezer and throw it into my smoothies, right? We put everything in our smoothies. We're not afraid. Okay, it's a great way to eat your vegetables.
Let's start this up.
Yeah, they have to mix this up first. Okay, so we have 2 bananas here that we smashed down nice, and they're a little runny, so I hope, because they were frozen, I hope we're okay with the runniness. And we're going to add 4 eggs to this. All right, we're going to mix it together with a fork, and then we're also going to blend in we have 3/4 a cup of oats here. We're going to give it, now when it comes to your oats, gluten-free is great. Sometimes gluten-free is hard to find at the store. I know during the pandemic, I ordered them online. I don't know if the stores are carrying them yet because I stocked up. But if you cannot find gluten-free, go for what you can find, okay? Because either way, this is going to be a healthy pancake mix. So this is going to stiffen this up for us. So we have our rolling oats in there. And then we're going to add our juice plus shake mix. So we're going to do 1 scoop. This is why I kind of like the bulk when I'm cooking. I like having the bulk here, but when I'm traveling, these little packages are great also. So we have 1 scoop of our, and the scoop comes with it, which is great. So we're going to keep mixing this. We have 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder we're going to add. And this is just going to give it a nice, good chocolatey flavor. And we know how good chocolate is for us. It really is, guys, if it isn't loaded with sugar. This is really coming together. And then after this, we're going to add cinnamon. That was my protein mix I already had mixed up. Mm-hmm. I already had the protein mix pre-weighed out. Anyway, we have cinnamon in here, and I added that with the cocoa powder. Now, guys, cinnamon and chocolate are fantastic together. If you ever make a good hot chocolate that's not loaded with a lot of calories, add a little cinnamon to it, and you will be set to go. Okay, what do you think, Rick? Do you think it's ready to?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just mix it a little bit more with a spoon here so it looks a little more mixed. I feel like it might be a little runny because my bananas were frozen. Something else you can do with your bananas, because they turn brown and you get disappointed, and you don't have to freeze them. You can stick them in the refrigerator if you're going to add them to your smoothie within the next couple days. That works too. Okay, I am going to send Rick now back to the stove, and he's going to take this and he's going to start making small pancakes. He's going to heat the skillet with a tablespoon of coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil, you could use butter, or you could spray the skillet, but the recipe said coconut oil, so that's what we're doing today. Okay, so we're going to let him do that, and while he's doing that, I'm going to tell you about these protein bites. This is something that I have demoed on here before, and I think this is the best way to get a child or even an adult to eat good, healthy snacks. Rick, I know we had some protein bites made. Oh, I moved them over there. We didn't have enough room on the counter today for everything. So all we did is we took a scoop. This recipe is called Snickerdoodle protein bites. Now, everybody knows that we get Snickerdoodle cookies. Okay, great. He has a little trick with that water. That's what he was telling me. So every year at Christmas time, we make Snickerdoodle cookies, right? Everybody loves Snickerdoodle cookies. Well, these are protein bites, and they literally taste like Snickerdoodles. So we're going to use a scoop. The recipe calls for vanilla complete. We use chocolate today. We're on a chocolate kick over here. And you just can make the cookies. And if a recipe calls for vanilla, you can use chocolate and vice versa, however your taste buds want. It's going to be the same. So we did a scoop of our complete, and we added just a couple teaspoons of cinnamon to it. And then we added some old-fashioned oats. And once again, you can use gluten-free or regular rolled oats, whatever you have on hand or whatever you can get your hands on. And then 1/4 a cup of pure maple syrup. So we always have maple syrup on hand because we do a lot of baking. We like using the maple syrup, especially with the protein bites. And the other ingredient is 2 tablespoons of our peanut butter. And I chose no sugar added. Okay, now, oh, of course, in a half teaspoon of vanilla. We just mixed it all up. You can see how it just forms into this nice texture. You're gonna take some, oh, and the water was to put my fingers in first with it.
Well,
So
you need to, yeah.
Rick's trick is your hands start getting sticky from this. So he just kind of sticks his fingers in the water to be able to hold this. So all you do is roll that into balls. And so you're using the vanilla, cinnamon, old-fashioned oats, maple syrup, a little bit of peanut butter, and vanilla. 90% of the people have this on hand in their house, except for the protein shakes. And then you roll it in the cinnamon and cocoa powder, and not cinnamon and coconut sugar, it calls for. And then you have a little ball like this. Now, we put these on a pretty little Christmas dish. Whenever people come over, we use this. A friend of mine made this and gave it to me as a gift. So it has a very special meaning. So when I have friends over, I just use my fancy little dishes that she has made. She hand painted a lot, and then I have them looking very, very pretty in this dish. Isn't that great? Do you see how easy this is to make? Now, we normally, when we make this, we do a double batch right off the bat, because then you can store them in the refrigerator and you have a perfect snack. You go in your refrigerator, instead of grabbing something bad, or your cabinet, you have a protein ball instead of grabbing potato chips or whatever that go-to thing is for you. If it's cookies, this works just as well. This will take your sweet craving right out. And you can see how easy this is to do. Now, I'm curious back there, Rick, how are you doing pancakes?
Sit one down.
One down, he said. I told him he can only make one at a time because I didn't want him to burn them. They were supposed to be small pancakes. He's got one back there.
The fourth cup.
Oh, a fourth. Okay. He used a fourth a cup measure, and he has a pancake ready for us to sample. I'm actually, okay, now, can you guys see how pretty that looks? Doesn't that look great? And you can see how hard that was. I sat here and talked to you while I was rolling those. Okay, Rick. One pancake here. I am very excited to try these. I have not tried out pancake mix. That's why I chose that recipe. But we're going to doctor this up a little bit before we eat it, honey. Because what is a pancake without bananas, right? We have made banana pancakes since our kids were little. That's why I'm so excited about this, because now it's a protein pancake. So we're just going to add some bananas on there. And we always laugh at our house. We say it's all in the presentation, right?
Yep.
That's an inside joke with our daughter. We put some pretty little raspberries on there. And look at that. That is ready to be eaten. Okay, Rick, what do you think? You ready to eat that? I have a fork. Don't go any further. I have a fork for you. He was headed to get a fork. I think he's drooling. What do you want? A banana or raspberry? Banana. Banana. Okay, there you go, bud.
Those are very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. I can't wait to try this because I love pancakes, and what a great way to have pancakes. Oh, wow, this is good. Oh, and the fruit adds just enough sugar in there, because if you're one not to eat sugar in the morning, this is a great way to cut the sugar out. No syrup, great ingredients. So I'm very impressed with this recipe. How about you?
Yep.
Okay. You guys are going to love this one. Now, I have to tell you about something we're going to be starting. My team that I belong to is starting the 12 days of smoothies, and are complete. And every day they're going to give us a new recipe. So this is a Facebook group that I can add you to. And you use the complete shakes in this, and they will get your send you actually they'll post a recipe every day, and then people will give their little hints and things in the chat on there. It is such a great program that they do. I would love for all of you guys to get involved in this, because it's going to help you stay healthy, energized all through the holidays. And actually, it's going to get your body wanting and craving more vegetables. Once you start doing something like this for 10 plus days, you would not believe the vegetables your body starts craving. Take it from me, I was not a vegetable eater at all until I start growing on a tower garden. And this is going to be a fantastic program that I am so excited about. I'm going to make sure I'm on there every day checking out the recipes. I'll be sharing a lot with you guys on my next cooking show, but I want you guys to get involved in this. It's so utterly important. And just reach out to me. I can get those protein shakes ordered for you, lickety split, and we can get you rolling on this. I hope that you guys take this to heart, because there's nothing more valuable than your health. I am so thankful that I have started this journey with the extra vegetables and vitamins and minerals and all that for my body, because I feel so much better. Next week, I have not decided what I'm going to do yet, because I kind of would like to expand on this. We can make puddings with this, and I want to get a recipe to make a pudding to demo, and then I'll demo something else for Christmas for you. And I'll be pulling stuff off the tower garden because it'll be ready to harvest. So, Rick, you got anything back there? How's those pancakes?
Doing good. I broke one, so I'm eating it.
Oh, he broke one, so he's going to eat it, guys. Somebody's got to take one for the team. I know it. Until next week, you guys, stay healthy. Reach out to me. Let's get your complete order, and let's get you on that Facebook group so you can get those recipes. And I'm very, very excited about this for you. And it's life-changing. And I know everybody says it, but for me, it was life-changing. So have a great week. I can't say any more about how delicious these recipes were. I want you to try them for yourself. If you're close by, I can share one with you. Give me a call. Reach out to me on Facebook. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
He's saying bye back there. Okay, this is now my favorite pancake. You love these?
That's very good. I like the chocolate in them.
I love the chocolate in them.
Making some smaller ones.
I wonder if the boys will eat these.
I don't know. They're not very well, but I don't know.
Oh, wow. Next week, let's make green monster pancake.